Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and welcome to the Dice Tower. Today we're taking a look at Aldabas, the Doors of Cartagena. This is a game about doors, which I think is kind of a cool theme. Every card in this is doors. It says, in Cartagena, Colombia, the doors speak. Not with words, but with the grandiose door knockers that are on them. And it announces your job and what you do by that. So that's kind of the theme here, but this is a game where you're building a tableau in front of you, playing cards into that tableau, and activating special abilities while trying to do a little bit of area control at the same time. Here's how it plays. This game is made up of a deck of different cards. Now, cards are one of three colors, and the colors doesn't matter too much. There's blue, red, and yellow cards, except that you can't have cards of the same color next to each other when you're building a grid in front of you. Cards are also one of 5 different types: soldiers, nobles, fishers, clergy, or builders. Each of these types is denoted by a symbol up here. So you can see there's a red diamond. That is the nobles, and they also have the same door knocker. They have a different way they'll score at the end of the game, and they also have abilities down here at the bottom. Players are going to be building a grid in front of them. You'll use a vault card, which tells you how endgame scoring works, and you'll start with one card face down in front of you that nobody really knows about. And as you build cards in your vault, you're going to build a grid. You can build above your vault here, and then you can bid outwardly like this. So I could put, the next card I put can go here, here, or here. Now, what players are going to do on their turn is they're going to take 2 actions. One of those actions is they can take 2 coins to put in their purse. This is your purse. Your purse money is not safe. There's a lot of games that will allow you to take money from your purse and put it in your vault. Money in your vault is going to be worth points at the end of the game. Sometimes there's even a way to put a card in a vault. But that's one action, take 2 coins. Another action is to buy a card from your hand. So up here, you'll notice there's a little line of cards, and they have different costs on them. So these 2 would be free. This costs a coin, 2 coins, 3 coins. You would pay that amount, take the card, add it to your hand, slide everything down, and refill this up here. And then the last thing you do is you'll add to your grid. Now, when you add a card to your grid, like I said, you can't put the same color next to something. But when you do put a card out, it's going to let you do the action that's on that card and the action of a card next to it or below it. So at most 2 other cards. So in this case, this one here lets me move a coin from my purse to, I can either put it onto a door on my block here, and each card is worth a certain amount of influence. So this one's 3, but now it's going to be worth 4 influence at the end of the game. There are some cards that let you put coins into your vault. Some cards let you draw 2 doors from the deck, discarding one, adding another. This one here just gives me 3 coins added to my purse. So when I play this here, I put a coin on any card, get 3 coins in my purse, and then the ability of this one down here, which is an ongoing ability. Whenever I use a soldier's power to move a coin, then I can also move an extra coin. So there's all sorts of things. So this, when I move a coin, I can move an extra one. There's going to be all sorts of different combos that you'll be able to place. I can't put this here because no blue next to blue. So I have to figure out the right place to put all the different cards. That's what you're going to do until the game ends, which will be when someone completely fills up their grid, which is going to be a 4x3 block, or when all the coins in the supply, and you start with 12 coins per player, run out. At the end of the game, you'll take this track, flip it over to make a scoring track. They should have connected these with a puzzle piece of some sort, and you'll use really tiny counters to keep track of everybody's score. But what you're going to be doing is you're going to reveal your hidden card here, and then you're going to score each of the 5 different groupings here. And you do that by seeing who has the most influence. So for soldiers, I have 1, 2 influence. For fishers, I have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 influence. For nobles, I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 influence. I'm doing pretty well. Clergy, I have 1 influence, and I have no builder influence. So, not doing so well there. Anyway, whoever has the most influence will score points based on what it says. So whoever has the most influence with soldiers is going to score a point for every noble. Second most scores a point for every 2 nobles. Whoever has the most fishers is going to score a point for every influence in your hand. So keeping cards in your hand. And nobles are going to give you points for coins in your purse and vault. Clergy gives you points for every 3 influence in your block. And builders gives you points for non-builders that are in your block. So you're going to score for each of these as you go through. And whoever has the most is going to score points for them. Whoever has the most influence total is going to get 3 points. And there's a few cards that will give extra points, like this one here is just going to be worth 3 points at the end. And then every coin that's in your vault is worth 2 points. That's beyond what the clergy give you points for. So anyhow, you score the points. Whoever has the most points is the winner. I do want to briefly mention this card here. I think it's a weird way that they do this. They tell you to put the card like this and then build a block here. This is going to mess people up. They're going to think a card goes here. A card does not go there. So that's kind of a weird thing to do. And also, why is the vault card not a separate card? This shows you, not only does it show you all the scoring, it shows you what all the special abilities are. You need this the whole game. Maybe after a while you have everything memorized. But just give me a vault card that hides this one, or just put this one face down. That's what we did. This card is hidden until the end of the game. And then your vault, you do need a spot to put your coins, but you can, again, just put them here and say they're in the vault. I just thought that was a weird thing. But the reference card is kind of handy. Card quality is fine. I do like the way all the doors look, color-wise, with the knockers. It's pretty neat. In essence, this is kind of a little mini engine building game, but not really. As you play a card, you activate the card below it and next to it at most. Sometimes you're just activating a card next to you. Sometimes just a card below you. That's fine. It means you're going to activate every card between 1 to 3 times. And I like that combo. It makes it fun to pull off a little combo. Hey, I put this one down. I just got 3 coins, and now I have a discount. I'm buying cards from above. You're collecting money. You're putting some of it in your vault. You're spending some of it to buy cards. You're debating whether you should spend it to buy a card. You put influence on there because you're trying to control the different regions out there. It's a pleasant game. Well, sort of. There is a bit of take that. There's a few things that let you steal, say, 1 coin from 2 different players or 2 coins from 1 player. That's a pretty big deal. Now, coins in your vault are safe, so that's kind of a handy thing to do. But if on my turn, my second action, I don't have a card to put down or whatever it might be, and I take 2 coins, I have to realize those 2 coins may not exist by my next turn, which then feels like I have 1 less action. That would be my negative thing. I don't know why the stealing coins from other people's in here. I feel like they could have cut that out completely. As it is, the rest of the game is fun. It's nice to have a colorful display of cards in front of you. Like I said, playing the card to go, bow, 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 bow. I like the combo actions. I mean, they're never going to get more than 3. If you're looking for combolicious, that's going to be in a different game. But you get those 2 actions on your turn. You decide what to do. You're like, you know what? I'll buy a card, play a card. Play 2 cards. Buy a card, take 2 coins. And you build that little grid in front of you. This game definitely has a bit of wrinkles, which is weird because it's from Grand Gamers Guild, and I feel like they should have this sort of thing kind of ironed out by now. And this game with a couple wrinkles, like I mentioned with the vault card and stuff, that seems odd to me that made it through somehow. No one said, this seems kind of a pain to work with, to have your reference card also be a card that you put face down and hide stuff underneath. I don't like that. But I do like the wooden coins. I think the theme, while barely there, is a cool one. And it's going to play pretty quickly. I mean, you're putting out 12 cards. Once someone does that, the game ends. And scoring will probably take a good chunk of the game because you're sitting there counting up the different things. But special abilities, area control, card play, it's all there. And a fun, nice little package. I give this one a 7 out of 10. Definitely, I liked it. So check it out. That's Aldabas, I think. Aldabas. Doors of Cartagena. I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.